Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be flying the Horten HO-229 V3. The HO-229 was an experimental German aircraft developed during World War II. The HO-229 project was part of Nazi Germany's efforts to create advanced and innovative aircraft designs. The V3 designation indicates it was the third prototype in the series. The Horten brothers Walter and Reimar Horten designed the HO-229. They were pioneers in the field of flying wing aircraft, which featured a tailless design with the entire fuselage serving as the lifting surface. The Horten brothers believed that such designs would offer improved aerodynamic efficiency and reduced drag compared to conventional aircraft configurations. The HO-229 V3 was significantly different from its predecessors in terms of its construction and materials. While earlier prototypes were primarily made of wood, the V3 incorporated more advanced materials such as carbon-impregnated plywood and steel. This was an attempt to address concerns about the durability and structural integrity of the aircraft. That's it for the history lesson. I hope you enjoyed the combat. Right now I'm just trying to climb as high as I can. The HO-229's engines are very weak. If you start climbing right after takeoff, you're not going to get too far. I would fly straight and level until you hit around 230 to 250 knots. That'll help you climb a lot better. It'll help you climb better because you have more speed and energy once you start climbing. Overall, a lot of people really don't climb in jets. That being said, you're probably always going to be the last one to the battlefield. That could either be a very good thing or a very bad thing. If your entire team gets ran through and you're the only one left, that's not very ideal. But if your team killed everybody on the enemy team, you really wouldn't do much in the game, so it's really up to you. This aircraft is already underpowered. Other than that, I have an Su-11 coming head-on with me. I fire and crit him. The HO-229 has the Mk-103 guns with 340 rounds of 30 mils. That can do a ton of damage to the enemies if you hit them in the right spots. And just like that, the Su-11 goes down. Right now I'm just looking for this enemy A2D1 because he's killing our ground targets. I've been looking all over the place near our ground targets and can't find him. I do find this free enemy AI that I can kill. If you're trying to find somebody and go for somebody else, you really have to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Here's another AI that I can kill, and that right there just goes to show you how powerful these 30 mils are. Then I see in the kill feed that the A2D1 dies to a Roland. Right now I'm just going to start climbing as high as I can because I have no clue where the last guy is. Then about a minute later I see him in the distance. It's a Soviet Tu-14 bomber. I already have two of my allies close to him. I already know it's probably pretty much over. I'm not able to get to him in time and we win the game. Now that we're in the second game, I see a Banshee and a Panther on my Su-9 ally. I'm going to start my dive and look around me to be aware of my surroundings. I see the Panther break off just a little bit. I'm still going for that Banshee because he's still behind my ally. The Panther goes vertical. Most people would go for the Panther, but I'm still going to stick on this Banshee behind my teammate. Banshee sees me here, tries to dive away. I forget that I'm a brick of an aircraft and can't really follow his movements all that much. The rudder on this aircraft is absolutely atrocious. Thankfully, this aircraft is able to outturn a lot of other aircraft. I just need to make sure that I stay behind him, fire here, and take him out. Then immediately after the kill, I look around me to see where the Panther is. I see that he's off my left wing. I turn towards him. Here I roll a lot faster than I thought I would. As I zoom in to fire here, I realize that he doesn't have any wingtips after I fire. He goes down and I just break off. Now with all the speed and energy I just gained in the dive, I'm going to climb. As I'm heading over to this Banshee, he dies, and I know that there's only one guy left, and that's a Sabre. I absolutely need to make sure that I stay above this F-86, because if I don't, it's not going to be very good for me because he's the better aircraft by about 5 times. I do dive down to kill this AI, but with all the speed and energy I gain, I'm going to climb back up to altitude. Now I see the Sabre off my left wing pretty far. I'm still going to turn in towards him. It's been a couple minutes of me looking for him and climbing. I still can't find him. I finally turn left and see him. He tries to go head on with this Me-163. Definitely not a good idea. The Me-163 has huge guns, but it looks like they both miss each other. Now he's about to go head on with my Me-262. Looks like the 262 got a hit. I'm trying to come around to get behind him. As I'm coming in above him, I'm going to try to get a shot off. Fire there, but miss. All I have to do now is just stay behind him. He tries to make me overshoot. I see it coming, kill my power, and pull my air brake. I don't know who this guy thinks he's trying to make overshoot. I'm really trying my best here not to follow his movements. I know I'm not going to be able to because he's an F-86, I'm a Horten, I'm a brick. And the Horten already, like I said before, has an atrocious rudder. The guns are also pretty hard to aim. Both my teammates come in to try to kill him. I'm still trying to get a shot off. He is honestly doing a great job with maneuvering, but that's really not going to do much with me behind him. He goes vertical here. I'm like, this is my chance to finally kill him. I try to fire here, and of course, I just barely miss him. He dives here, definitely not this aircraft's strong suit as you can see. I'm trying not to hit the ground. As I turn back around for another shot, he catches fire, I know he's dead. And just like that we win the game. Thank you everybody for watching and I hope you enjoyed my video. If anybody has any suggestions on what aircraft they want me to fly next, please leave it in the comment section down below and I'd be happy to fly that aircraft.